TV intro and we're into it. Well, good afternoon and welcome to the National Aquatic Centre on Auckland's North Shore. It is the Millennium Institute. Looking forward to this. It is New Zealand Water Polo Interclub Finals Day. We've got the two best teams in the country set to go in white. It is the Might of North Harbour up against the blue team, the Atlantis City Tridents, a young team full of emerging talent. Kurt Goldsworthy, before the team introductions, just a quick thought from you. How close are we expecting this to be?
This should be a pretty tight battle. They met earlier in the tournament and it was a 2-goal margin to North Harbour, so it should be an excellent game.
Right, it is now time to introduce the two teams. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the New Zealand Water Polo Interclub Finals. It is now time to introduce to you our two teams. Starting with the team in white, a big round of applause for North Harbour. Wearing the number 1, Alicia Winstanley. Wearing number 2, Emily Nicholson. Number 3, Bernadette Doyle. Number 4, Rachel Lee. Number 5, Robin Spark. Wearing the number 6, Dana Clark. Number 7, Chelsea Geary. Number 8, Katie McGinty. Number 9, Lucia Doak. Wearing number 10, Caitlin Howard. Number 11, Rhoda Ware. Number 12, Sarah Stewart. And number 13, Alice Steele. Your coach for the North Harbour is Richard Claridge. The manager is Julie Ellis. Now it is time to introduce the team from the Atlantis City Tridents. Let's make some noise. Wearing number 1, Sam Bright. Number 2, Izzy Jackson. Number 3, Bella Broadmoor. Number 4, Georgia Bell. Number 5, Ella Palmer. Number 6, Morgan McDowell. Number 7, Georgia Foley. Number 8, Violet Perry. Wearing the number 9, Sophie Jordan Robinson. Number 10, Laura Batchelor. Number 11, Briar Elliott. Number 12, Chloe Tattersfield. And rounding out the Atlantis City Trident squad, number 13, Millie Quinn. Our two referees for today's women's final, Megan Perry and Coleman Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for our two teams in today's New Zealand Water Polo Interclub Finals. No, I do. Good stuff, though. Done a bit of it over the years. Well, wonderful introductions indeed. Great to see so much enthusiasm. A good crowd beginning to build up. Well, Atlantis City very much a feeder team from the great diocesan school. So many former pupils, and what a powerhouse they've become in secondary schools water polo. The experienced and the more fancied North Harbour. But Kurt Goldsworthy, when it comes to finals, it is often about dealing with the occasion.
Oh, absolutely. I think the experience of the North Harbour side will come to the front if it's a really tight game. And the excitement that the young athletes from Atlantis Tridents will bring will be very good, and it should be very entertaining.
Well, plenty of words being spoken here by Richard Claridge. Won't be too much being said. They've been competing since Thursday, and you'd like to think that even through what's been a difficult year with COVID, that these teams have now, by the time they reach this final, start to have a collective understanding.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been playing some good games. North Harbour got here on the back of a victory over Marist in the semi-final, 12-9. They led throughout. And Atlantis came from behind to beat Waitakere 12-11 in a very tight affair yesterday to get into the final.
I would sense too. I mean, it is a team game, but when you look at this team, you look at North Harbour, there is one person that stands out in that Atlanta City Tridents team, and that is Morgan McDowell. They need to control her. They need to try and somehow shut her down. 25 goals so far throughout this tournament. The next best from the Atlantis team was 9 and Sophie Shorter. And if you look at North Harbour, it's been Bernadette Doyle with 13. So just showing just how lethal she is with ball in hand.
Well, Morgan McDowell and Bernadette Doyle were both in the top 10 goal scorers at the World Championships in 2019 from all teams. So they've both got good firepower.
So both teams are set for 8-minute quarters, or 8-minute periods. And we're just waiting for the final countdown. It is, again, North Harbour in the white, playing from left to right. And this New Zealand Water Polo Interclub final is underway for 2020. It's been a difficult year, and immediately it is the Atlantis club who get the early advantage. First attacking opportunity for them. I'll also be wanting just to get a bit of a sense too of the defensive formation from North Harbour. So, good first up play here from Morgan McDowell wearing the number 6. Both sides just looking to try and settle the nerves. Good defence though from North Harbour. Great play coming from Bernadette Doyle. And it will be Doyle who will get play back underway for North Harbour. Deciding to come down the right-hand side of the pool. Great pass immediately, looking to turn. And what do they say?
It's a penalty.
It is a penalty.
Great move by Emily Nicholson to the inside. Spinning the defender, being pulled from behind.
Well, showing plenty of intent, aren't they? And so immediately Bernadette Doyle looking to take the early advantage, and she does it comfortably. And so Sam Bright, not really any opportunity there to try and pull off the miraculous save. So it is the North Harbour women's team who lead by 1-0. Straight away, Atlantis will want to try and stay in touch. They will not want Harbour to get too much of a buffer. They're a younger side, so perhaps don't bring the physicality. Again, great defence. Once again, got to give credit here, though, to North Harbour. That time, Kate McGinty. And now Bernadette Doyle looking, shoots off the upright. What a player. Now they look to go long, so somewhat change in tactics coming here from Atlanta City. But defensively, how good have North Harbour been so far? The shot comes. Not effective, though. Georgia Milne with the shot.
Yeah, Alicia Winstanley with a good block, making sure it wasn't going to go in, giving away the corner.
So Lauren Batchelor wearing number 10 for the Atlanta City Tridents. A good zone defence at the moment coming from North Harbour. And good pressure again. Bernadette Doyle, she's everywhere so far in this final.
Working hard on the counter too is Bernadette Doyle.
Yeah, Caitlin Howarth wearing number 10 for North Harbour.
Bernadette Doyle drawing the exclusion.
And now the shot, no, feints. Look to switch it up, change play. Great attacking options now. No panic from North Harbour. Happy to take their time, shot clock running down. The shot does come, great save. Got a nice hand to it, Sam Bright. So that'll give the youngster confidence.
Yeah, good shot by Caitlin Howarth off the 6-5.
So Georgia Milne in the middle of the pool, just controlling things in the number 4 cap, although a little bit of a mistake comes. What happens here? Exclusion, is it?
Yeah, big opportunity
Big
here.
opportunity. So Doyle looking to go the whole way. A one-on-one opportunity. And she is class, isn't she? Well, it was never going to end up been a particularly pretty scenario for the Atlanta City Tridents. One-on-one in a situation like that when you've got a quality player like Doyle. What do they need to do here, Kurt Goldsworthy?
I'll be patient. They haven't really run an offence apart from the counter-attack opportunity. They've put the ball in twice. Katie McKenty's been defending very well at centre back, giving her defenders an opportunity to come back and help her. And again, struggling to generate an offence. Forced to dump the ball.
So it is 2-0, North Harbour leading. Bernadette Doyle goes inside, finds Katie McGinty. McGinty just with a little feint, keeping the defence guessing. Now looks to go out the back door, and now they're playing a little bit more. This is much better defence from the Atlanta City Tridents, but a good effort, good shot coming in from North Harbour, just taking the pace off it, looking to try and just lob Sam Bright. But Bright back in her goal, and
both teams playing zone defences.
So Lauren Batchelor.
Nice field block.
Great defence. Crowd getting into it too. Good atmosphere. Hope you are enjoying coverage of this New Zealand Water Polo Interclub final. It is North Harbour in the white and the Atlanta City Tridents out of Auckland City in the blue. Looking,
great
good play
pass
here. Great interplay. The shot comes.
Emily Nicholson from centre forward, tipping the ball back out the Bernadette Doyle. Nice high percentage shot. Good block for Sam Bright.
So McGinty will find Doyle, looking to just try and switch play. We haven't seen this sort of press defence, very much a zone defence at the moment. Oh, that is clever. That is just a moment of brilliant execution, the type of stuff that you work on in training. And on that occasion, Emily Nicholson just gets the little flick on. Brilliant. That is wonderful water polo. Great tactics, something you don't see very often.
Can't defend that. Ball sliding.
So the Atlanta City Tridents need to just try and just getting manhandled though on that occasion. And so Sophie Shorter-Robinson had two players marking her. So zone defence became very much a press type defence. Doyle, again good play. They're just playing with so much speed and so much confidence. Save comes though on that occasion. So Clodagh Weir with the shot, but you have to give credit to Sam Bright, the goal keep for Atlanta City. Now first real, well, no, looking to just try and slow things back down. Morgan McDowell, we haven't really seen much of her in this game at the moment. Might need to just try and take control. They say that individuals can win games, squads will win a championship. Opportunity, the shot comes though, great block once again. And defence suddenly gets turned to offence, and Bernadette Doyle wonderful balance, great athleticism. Finds Clodagh Weir. Back to Doyle. Katie McGinty. Clock is running down. Good defence now here. So good defence in the finish from the Atlanta City Tridents.
A very strong defensive pattern. Putting the ball on the right wing where it's hard to shoot.
So Georgia Milne gets play back underway for the Atlanta City Tridents. And they decide to try and go down the right-hand side of the pool. Shot clock running down again.
Didn't play the ball correctly. So turnover.
That'll be frustrating for the coaching staff of Angie Winstanley. Just fundamental little errors, but that's what pressure does. So McGinty gets play back underway. Straight to Caitlin Howarth. Howarth to Doyle. And Doyle all over her. Good defence coming from Millie Quinn. Quinn wearing 13. In the blue cap again, good defence. And I think that was Georgia Milne who happened to get a hand on it. But they're back on attack again. Oh, they're just using that little ball into the middle very effectively. Let's imagine something they are going to be talking about at the end of this first period, just in terms of how they do manage that. Georgia Milne, though, very experienced player at the back. Lauren Batchelor deciding to get physical in defence, wearing the number 10 in the blue cap. The shot comes, the lob, not effective. So much better zone defence. Atlantis City, they've just settled down a little bit. And I just wonder whether North Harbour just need to go back and play with just a little bit more pace, which was so effective for them in the first part of this first quarter.
Oh, good shot.
Great shot. That is absolutely brilliant. Wonderful opportunity from Georgia Milne.
Yeah, nice legs up, strong.
Great egg beater kick, gets the hips high out of the water, gets that elevation, just pulls the trigger and bang. Suddenly, it is 3-1. And that is the end of the first quarter. So, we'll give the first 5 minutes comfortably to North Harbour, but you've got to say, Atlantis City, they have settled down, defensively much better, and then they strike back. Just before the 8th minute, Kurt Goldsworthy, compelling final.
Yeah, good start. A little bit tentative by the young Atlantis side. Morgan McDowell struggling to get herself into the game.
Struggling to get herself into the game, or just being man-on-man defence and just keeping her out of the game?
Well, definitely both. So Morgan McDowell is playing on the same side as Bernadette Doyle. The two of them are working hard on each other.
So situation here then, so clearly Angie Winstanley, the coach for Atlantis City, will be seeing defensively what they're doing to Morgan McDowell. Is the message to Morgan in terms of trying to get herself out of that man-on-man marking, or is it now an opportunity to say, look, draw the defence away and let's open it up for the likes of the Georgia Milnes to shoot?
Absolutely. And that's what you want to do when you've got a powerhouse player like that. Draw two defenders to her and create some space for somebody else, and then it's up to the others to do their job. So,
Interclub final. All Auckland affair. But however, following this, we will have the men's final. Tauranga take on the might of Marist in what should be a compelling men's final. I've got to say too, impressed by young Sam Bright, the goalkeeper for Atlantis City.
Yeah, she's built into the game quite well. She had really two very tough blocks off 2 possessions early in the game. Couldn't make those, but has since come right.
Well, I like the fact too, she knows when to come off the line and sort of shut down some of that space, and then she also knows when to be back on that line, looking for that lob shot. And now chance here for Atlantis City. Georgia Milne brings it forward. Sophie Shorter-Robinson there in the middle of the pool.
Oh, there's a pass to
now
Morgan
that is
McDowell.
An opportunity for McDowell. But Angie wins. Alicia Winstanley on that occasion.
Still nice and patient, North Harbour.
Yeah. Oh, good defence. This is very good again. And I think it was Millie Quinn there defensively who forced the turnover. And now we see Lauren Batchelor looking to bring it down the pool. They'll be looking for Morgan McDowell. Still at school. One of the best shooters on the planet across all age
nice
groups.
drive. Good work, Georgia Milne, to the inside.
Milne. Got to be careful here. Just got to maintain a little bit of discipline, North Harbour. Shot comes. Winstanley, too good though. The goal keep for North Harbour. Doyle, using this right-hand side of the pool. Looking for Doyle to try and control things, open it up. This is much better, playing with a little bit more pace.
Emily Nicholson losing the possession at centre forward. It was a good entry pass. Sophie Shorter-Robinson now with ball.
Chance here, chance here. So Sophie Shorter-Robinson in the number 9 cap in the blue. Finds Georgia Milne. Milne looks to try and switch things up. Once again though, Bernadette Doyle, man-on-man marking. Now she drops back into more of a zone defence. Shot comes, oh, a little moment of genius, didn't quite come off, like the intent though. And once again, the danger of Morgan McDowell, great vision. So Katie McGinty, look to switch play.
Oh, good shot.
Great shot, great vision. Bernadette Doyle just pulls the trigger. And suddenly it's 4 goals to 1.
Catching from pass from the left into a strong hand, shooting back across the goal while the goalie is still moving to the goalie left, field player right.
It's a remarkable game. You can never relax. It's just a lot like sort of, I guess, NBA basketball where there is just so much that is going on. The sleight of hand at times. Not a theatre. Switching play now. Really need to try and be the next team to score here. And a good job in shutting McDowell down. Do they need to look to try and shoot a little wider?
Unlucky.
But interesting just watching Winstanley. She's very good at just terms of shutting the angles down, going across to one side of the goal. Shutting down that space, Doyle. She's got Lauren Batchelor in 10. And she goes to Batchelor. Back to Doyle. Doyle looking to the shot. No. Happy to work the clock. Not a great pass on that occasion though.
There's too many athletes in there. That's around the centre forward.
Yeah,
should be looking for the outside shot.
Yeah, Katie McGinty there. 3 players on her. And so the shot was never on.
Good work, Morgan McDowell.
McDowell just needs to get herself involved. Needs to find a way to get herself involved. But good defence this time from Katie McGinty on McDowell. Katie there in the number 8 cap in the white. And it is McGinty who will get play back underway at the offensive end for North Harbour.
Oh, good pass.
That's good pass. The execution not quite there, but certainly the intent. Rachel Dean just a little bit off balance, just couldn't quite get that little split second timing to be able to really pull that trigger and bring the velocity to the shot.
Exclusion here. Chelsea Geary's been excluded.
So chance here. They need to get to McDowell. Do they shoot from wide out? Just watching Winstanley in goal there. Moving round, shutting the angles down. The shot does come on this occasion, and that is brilliant. That is what it's all about in finals time. We talk about individuals winning games. And they said, well, if you're going to shut Morgan down, we'll go to some of our other weapons. And on that occasion, Sophie Shorter-Robinson. So Rachel Dean. Back to Doyle. So Doyle's moved from that right-hand flank back into the centre of the pool now. So she's taken a positional change. Yep.
they've moved to 2 centre forwards as well. Both teams. Another exclusion, another good opportunity here for Atlantis.
So Atlantis fighting back, clawing their way back into this game. They've been patient on defence.
Still working this
side. Now looking to, again, do they go long? Shot clock is running down. Do they find McDowell? Or do they look for the big shot again? No, just wide.
Yeah, good shot by Violet Perry.
Winstanley just getting a hand to that. And so Millie Quinn.
Good block.
Great block. Great shot. Great all-round water polo. Crowd loving this. What an intriguing final.
Katie McKenty on a break.
Got the break. They need to shut the angle down. Oh, huge amount of effort required from Sam Bright. She got herself nice and high. But in a situation like that, it was always going to be advantage to the attacking team. I cannot emphasise just how much energy is required to get that high up in the water, to get the egg beater kick, to get your hips high. Make yourself as large as you possibly can in that goal mouth and create the illusion there's not a lot of space. So can Milne and the Atlanta City Tridents hit back? Stay in the contest. How important.
Good
clock shot is running down. Shot will need to come.
Good
look
entry
for McDowell.
pass.
They look for McDowell. Brilliant, brilliant all round. Well, how good was Winstanley?
Sophie Shorter-Robinson with an excellent backhand. Winstanley up to it.
2 minutes remain in this second quarter. They look to switch play. Good defence though. Down pressure.
Again from Bernadette Doyle.
Now turnover. But North Harbour happy to slow things down. Gives Atlanta City an opportunity to get back on defence. And they'll work Doyle over. In that case, really just not a great pass and very good pressure coming from Morgan McDowell. So great to see McDowell back there defensively as well. Happy just to hand it off to Sam Bright. And Bright now looks to try and go long. Chance here. Been most effective when they've gone long. And the shot does come. But again, Winstanley just off her line a little bit. Got herself up nice and high. Shut any angle down. Chance here, Doyle.
Oh, good pass.
Great pass. The shot comes, but equal to it. Bright managed to get herself across to that right hand upright. Shut down the angle, shut down the gap. She looks so composed. Now, 30 seconds remain. Can they bring it within 2 heading into half-time?
Loose pass.
Loose pass, what do the referees say? Happy with all of that. So, just good defence for North Harbour. Tight final, not much in it. Could just come down to individual moments.
Oh,
Doyle scrambling back though.
Emily Nicholson in excellent position.
Yep.
Penalty called on Georgia Milne.
Well, this will be how big a moment. They can extend this lead to 6 goals to 2. It'll be a big ask in that second half for Atlanta City to come back from here. And the shot.
Great shot.
Simply too good. And it is 6 goals to 2. Back underway. McDowell with the ball.
Not long to go.
Happy just to run the clock down. And so they head into half-time. It is North Harbour in the white, leading the Atlantis City Tridents by 6 goals to 2. Kurtz Goldworthy, sum up that second quarter for us.
Well, the pace of the game actually dropped a little bit, I thought. Both teams started to go to two centre forwards to create some outside shooting opportunities. They're still throwing the ball into the centre forward when perhaps they shouldn't be, although in saying that, in the last position we just saw Emily Nicholson go one-on-one in the middle of the pool with Georgia Milne. Emily's very strong at centre forward and has generated both their penalties today.
North Harbour just appear to have just a little bit more size, tend to just be that little bit more physical. When we've seen Atlantis City on attack, they just don't seem to have the options available to them. How do they negate North Harbour's defence here? What do they need to do?
Well, Morgan needs to try. Personally, I think Morgan should move to the other side of the pool. Take her away from Bernadette Doyle. Get her a different matchup, perhaps one that's going to work better for her. They're very heavy on what we call the 1-2 side, with their strong defence on this side. And I think with that, by adjusting her movement, putting her somewhere else, they'll have to adjust again. Whether they can or not, we don't know.
North Harbour, what will Richard Claridge be wanting to improve on, or will he be reasonably happy with what he's been seeing so far?
He'll be quite happy with what he's seen so far. You know, they've only let in 2 goals already. That's great. He'll be very happy with that. Their defence is well structured at the moment. They're not. The goalkeeper's doing a great job. Both goalies are, but they're not too under pressure at the moment, and they're nice and patient in the front court, working for the highest percentage opportunity as they can over the entire possession clock.
You are watching live on Sky Next, the New Zealand Water Polo Interclub final for the women. North Harbour in the white caps taking on the Atlantis City Tridents. We just want to acknowledge too New Zealand Water Polo, their commercial partners, 2XU, Cap 7, the ball supplier, Delphina Sport, the wonderful attire, custom made for the sport of water polo. Digital Masters, hope you are enjoying live coverage of the oldest team sport at the Olympic Games, the sport of water polo. So a change of ends. So it will be North Harbour in the white playing from right to left as you look at your television screens, and we are underway. And this time, good play, good aggressive play coming from Clodagh Weir, securing possession for North Harbour. How important is this for both teams? The first minute or so.
Good scrambling defence. Oh, Bernadette
Shot
Doyle.
comes. North Harbour starting to just clamp their authority. 7 goals to 2. 5-goal deficit. They've just got the size. They appear to have the physicality. Certainly got the experience. They're playing just with a little bit more pace offensively at the moment. And so chance now for Atlantis. They just need to probably look to speed things up. Take a few more opportunities, take a few more shots. Good defence again in goal from Wyn Stanley. So good defence from North Harbour, and they go quickly. Doyle looks to switch it.
Clodagh Weir called for an offensive foul. Sophie Shorter-Robinson with a good opportunity.
Oh, great shake. Oh, the intent was there. Saw Wyn Stanley just slightly off the line and thought, oh, I can just lob you.
Oh, good pass.
Managing to get across and just hits the inside and goes in, and it is all North Harbour at the moment. Absolutely brilliant from Clodagh Weir for North Harbour.
Yeah, great vision from Bernadette Doyle to locate the free person on the back post.
8-2. Izzy Jackson wearing the number 2. Now looking for options. But North Harbour, good zone defence at the moment.
2 centre forwards.
Happy to just put the pressure on.
Nice field block.
It's better though from Atlantis. They're showing a bit more intent. Just need to try and speed it up a bit offensively. And maybe go a bit more man-on-man defence at the other end of the pool.
Oh, Emily Nicholson, so strong. Rebound falls kindly for her. Big spin move.
So penalty coming up. And it will be Katie McGinty, is it? And McGinty too good. And now 9 goals to 2. Not the start that Angie Winstanley-Smith, the coach of the Atlanta City Tridents, would have been hoping for.
Definitely
Sometimes you've got to, finals are so much greater than some of their parts, and it's a younger team in comparison, this Atlanta City side. And they'll be better for the experience. McDowell goes straight across to Batchelor. Back to Batchelor. Batchelor looking to just open it up. McDowell. But Doyle all over her. And now the shot comes. Great block again.
Katie McKendy with a good hand.
Just how lethal, though, is McDowell. You don't need to give her much and just see the sheer velocity, her ability.
Oh, another opportunity here. Great block.
Great save. Wonderful, wonderful play from young Sam Bright. Talked about here all game. Just so composed too. Look to switch play. McDowell. Just a little shimmer.
Still nice and high on Morgan McDowell. 2 centre forwards. Easily picked off by Chelsea Geary.
Yeah, not a great pass. That's what pressure does. North Harbour, well, they just really need to slow things down now. Don't need to panic at the moment.
No, they're getting good reward from their centre forward as well. So,
yeah, McGinty's been everywhere in the number 8 cap. Good combination, great understanding from this North Harbour team. And Caitlin Howarth now brings in Doyle. And oh, that's what we talk about, the class and the quality. And Emily Nicholson on that occasion. We saw a similar opportunity or a similar goal in the first half. And we just sat here with our mouths wide open with what we were seeing. Great little piece of innovation.
yeah, Emily Nicholson really strong at centre forward. Going very well. Giving the North Harbour team lots of different options.
So Richard Claridge, he appears to have, you can just see the difference in coaches. Boy, Angie Winstanley, somewhat animated. Frustration just creeping in, asking more from her team. They trail by 8. Just over 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. You are watching the New Zealand Water Polo Interclub final between the two Auckland clubs, Atlantis City Tridents in the blue, North Harbour in the white.
Still a zone defence. Can afford to run this for a while now with that good lead.
And just a slight lack of concentration there. That's what, again, the pressure does. Opportunity needs to come. The clock is running down. 5 on the shot clock.
Nice block.
Good block, but once again, just defensively, the zone defence from North Harbour just not allowing the Atlantis Tridents really any opportunity. Now Bernadette Doyle, just how good has she been in this final? Really has just controlled things alongside of Caitlin Howarth, Emily Nicholson. Katie McGinty. Then again, they're just looking for that, a little drop pass and then the one-turn flick shot. But Atlanta City this time.
Morgan McDowell to centre forward, still in the zone. Clock's coming down.
Shot comes.
Yeah, strong defence, North Harbour.
North Harbour.
Oh, Katie
brilliant.
McGinty.
Brilliant from Katie McGinty. You just saw the shimmer, the fake. Thought she was going to pass, thought she was going to just pull the trigger with velocity. And then, just sleight of hand, a brilliant little lob shot. And too good for Sam Bright.
Yeah, Atlantis forced to play zones now, simply because Emily Nicholson is so strong at centre forward, allowing those outside shots.
So 11-2. We talk about youthful exuberance versus experience, and it is this North Harbour team who are very used and very accustomed to playing in big finals. But we're not panicking. Shot though, that's a good comeback though. That is better.
Yeah, Violet Perry taking a good shot. A little bit of a deflection, making it hard for the goalkeeper, Alicia Winstanley.
So 8 goals the difference. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this third period. So Katie McGinty finds Doyle. Oh, great little lob pass into Rachel Dean.
Good block, Sam Bright.
And Dean probably should have done better.
Yeah, nicely constructed offence there.
Yeah, you can sort of certainly see the difference that North Harbour offensively, very well drilled indeed. They've got just so many options, so many different plays within their playbook.
Oh, good shot.
And as I say that, Kurt Goldsworthy sums it up. Great shot. Yeah, another goal to the Atlanta City Tridents. So that gap just closing. Difference now 7. Yeah, minute 43.
Good cross pass. Allowed, made it quite difficult for Alicia Winstanley to slide across. Change in goal here for North Harbour. Alice Steele into the goal.
So Steele. Bernadette Doyle goes across to McGinty.
Offensive foul. Morgan McDowell has a break. This is a good opportunity for Atlantis.
They've got to score here. Score here. Great opportunity. New goalkeeper too. So the chance comes to... Oh, they managed to score, did they?
They
did indeed. And so, boy, Alice Steele comes straight into the cauldron, finds her immediately in goal, just trying to get that nervous system up. The breakaway comes. Suddenly 11-5, 6 goals the difference. The comeback is on.
Yeah, Rich Claridge recognising the situation, just taking the time out, so slow the game down.
Yeah, slow the game down, just try and shift some momentum back in favour of his team. I saw a very animated Angie Winstanley Smith earlier. Start to see a slight smile on her face now. But is it too little too late? Just over 9 minutes in this final remain. Minute 18 in this quarter. This is where North Harbour have got to be careful. They don't just switch off. Great shot there of Sarah Stewart in the number 12 cap.
Still in the zone, Emily Nicholson, centre forward. Lauren Batchelor, centre back.
So North Harbour.
Caitlin Howard having plenty of space on this wing.
It's good defence though coming from Atlantis. Good man-on-man marking there in the middle of the pool, all over Chelsea Geary. But North Harbour retain possession. Shot clock running down, and good turnover once again there from Georgia Milne. Now, if they can try and just get up here, be the next team to score.
McDowell early.
They look to go to McDowell. McDowell, she's quality. They drag to the penalty given, is it?
No, exclusion.
Exclusion only on Doyle. So, an opportunity here. We've got a player up. They go across, looking for McDowell, do they? A wayward pass.
Nice and heavy by Caitlin Howarth.
Yeah, Georgia Milne did well, though.
Yep.
She managed to get herself between their opponent and the ball, forced the foul. Shot clock running down. They'll need to try and shoot here, and they do shoot. They do score. And so Sophie Shorter-Robinson. It is now 11-6.
Yeah, it's good that they're back in the game. They're going to have to accelerate the scoring, though.
If they could just turn it over here and score with just 14 seconds left, we'll be in for an exciting final 8 minutes. The thing here, though, more for North Harbour is to just make sure that...
Nice counter.
Now counter, they'll need to just try and go
get the ball
the
to
Hail
Morgan?
Mary, and they do look for Morgan, but well read indeed by Alice Steele. She comes out of goal and immediately back on defence as well as Chelsea Geary. So North Harbour, they'll just run the clock down. Caitlin Howarth. Both teams, I think, happy just to see this third period come to an end.
Yeah, nice and patient.
How important is this in the context of this final?
Again, Emily Nicholson. Good entry pass, turn to the goal. Exclusion on Izzy Jackson. Oh, sorry, that's her third. She'll take no further part of the game.
So Bernie Doyle will come up and make this 12-6. You'd expect her to score here. And she does. She does it comfortably. Oh, long shot. And that'll bring the third quarter to an end, and it is North Harbour women leading the Atlantis City Tridents by 12 goals to 6. To tell you, though, we have seen the potential of this Atlantis City Trident team in the second half of that third period. Went on a bit of a run. North Harbour maybe just switching off a little bit, losing just a little bit of concentration.
Yeah, much better quarter by Atlantis. Getting themselves back in the game a little bit. But they certainly have to accelerate the scoring more.
And don't go away too. Hope you are enjoying live coverage of New Zealand Water Polo's Interclub final between North Harbour and the Atlantis City Tridents. And so 12-7 is the score.
Yeah, late penalty at the conclusion. Of that quarter, all I can see is that perhaps the last defending player put the ball under.
Yeah, so much going on in this game of water polo. It all happens so quickly. So many little subtle intricacies that you don't always see on TV. A lot goes on underneath the water. Incredibly tough sport aerobically. 1 minute you're swimming fast freestyle up one end. Suddenly you're going backstroke down the other end of the pool, and then having to bring the egg beater kick in and trying to get yourself high out of the water at times. Bring your heart rate down, and we all know that when fatigue kicks in, it's easy to start losing concentration. And so a good crowd in, supporting this final. 5 goals. Can they turn it around here for Kurt Goldsworthy? Have they got time? They would need to be the first team to score, you would think.
Oh, absolutely. They do have time. But they are going to struggle. They need to accelerate their scoring without a doubt.
Well, I've been impressed by Sam Bright in goal for Atlantis City.
Yeah, North Harbour will start this quarter. Just try and shut it all down. Play nice and slow. If the opportunity presents itself, take the high percentage shot, absolutely.
Is there not a danger, though, there that you... I mean, what they've clearly been doing in that first half has been effective?
Look,
I mean,
the way Emily Nicholson's dominating at centre forward, you want to stick to that. And that will still occur late in the possession clock. So... the next goal is big, if Atlantis.
So 12-7
can get it.
Late penalty to Atlantis City Tridents, bringing it now within 5. And it will be the Atlantis City Tridents. First opportunity, so the start they would hope for. Coming up through Lauren Batchelor wearing the 10. McDowell, they were working over her. And so they look to come to Georgia Milne, who's been effective. Batchelor to Milne. Shot clock starting to run down. They need to pull off. Good defence though. Quick turnover. Doyle, she read that beautifully. And now, I talked about how hard the sport is aerobically. Look at the effort going in here. And brilliant from Doyle. What a player. What a player. A defining moment in the game. We talked about the collective winning a tournament, individuals winning games, and just how dominant has she been. Doyle, she's really shut down Morgan McDowell as well. And through all of that, the one-on-one opportunity, hunted, and she manages to get the shot off and extend that lead to 6 goals.
Outstanding skill set demonstrated right there. Read the defence, stole the ball, picked it up beautifully and shot extremely quickly before the goalie was even ready.
So Chloe Tattersfield in the pool, wearing the number 12. Good shot coming from outside from Violet Perry. They do retain possession. Now this is Morgan McDowell. McDowell's dropped back. Goes across.
Good entry pass.
Good entry pass. And great defence though, coming from North Harbour through Katie McGinty and Caitlin Howarth. Double teaming.
Two centre forwards.
So Caitlin Howarth.
Offensive foul.
So, boy, you can just have a look at the niggle going on there in the middle of the pool from Chelsea Geary in the number 7 cap. Just looking to try and work over Briar Elliott, who's in the pool for the Atlantis City Tridents. Elliott playing out to the right-hand side, but the shot on this occasion coming from the left.
And Millie Quinn with that shot. Ella Steele up to it.
So Rachel Dean finds Chelsea Geary.
Another offensive foul.
So unlucky for Lucia Doak. So they've rung a few changes, both teams, in terms of bringing in their wider squad. Talk about how tough it is aerobically. So Georgia Milne just losing that, losing control. But they do retain possession. So chance here now for the Tridents. Switching play. Harbour have done a brilliant job in terms of keeping McDowell out of this game.
Indeed.
And that just hits the upright. And we will see Ella Steele come away with it in goal, replacing Alicia Winstanley, who was magnificent in that first half.
Yeah, a little bit riskier defence here. Getting ready for Morgan McDowell to counter-attack. Bernadette Doyle are well aware. Allows Emily Nicholson in the middle free.
Yeah, just simply too good, wasn't it? And that is, you know, it's high reward, but it's also high risk. You talked about the opportunity that might have opened up for McDowell, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. I guess when you're trailing by 6, you've got to throw a bit of caution into the wind.
Absolutely.
Harbour, though, showing the experience. We've seen them win this title on many occasions. Good men's final coming up after this between Tauranga and the Auckland-based club Marist. And the shot comes that time good again from Georgia Milne. And so better build up, more patience. And you just see numbers Bernie Doyle, Chelsea Geary just surrounding Morgan McDowell. And McDowell did a good job in terms of drawing those defenders away and opening it up for Georgia Milne.
Yeah, it was a nice cross drive. Certainly did create an opportunity. Good patience.
Oh, good goalkeeping again from Sam Bright. She's been very good now. A chance here. Great, brilliant. Well, that is good play. Outstanding. Good defence, great offence. And suddenly it is 14 points to 9. Morgan McDowell showing why she is the leading goal scorer throughout this tournament. She had 25 goals coming into this final. Compare that to North Harbour's Bernadette Doyle, who had 13. So the clock counting down, pressure on here, looking for the thick. Do we see the little lob shot? We do see the little lob shot, but well read again by Bright. And so the intent was right, the accuracy wasn't quite there.
Good use of the entire possession though.
And they look to just try and go long, the long ball. Time is not on their side.
Yeah, Morgan McDowell working hard, drawing an exclusion on Robin's part. Timeout by Atlantis.
Okay, timeout. So what does Angie Winstanley see here? What does she want from her team? Around 3 minutes remain. They trail by 5.
Yeah, they'll need to score from this possession to have any chance.
North Harbour, you'd imagine, once they get possession, will be happy just to run the clock down. Take 30 seconds here, take 30 seconds there. Do the maths.
Been an outstanding performance by North Harbour.
You just sense though that when you look at the Atlanta City Tridents, basically a feeder club from Diocesan, boy, it's only a matter of time, isn't it, that they end up sort of establishing themselves as arguably maybe the club to beat. Because I think the difference between the two teams is probably just a little bit of physicality, age and experience. And both teams very good technically.
Yeah, a little bit more cohesion perhaps also. But again, comes with experience.
So Bella Broadmoor, number 3, playing on the right-hand side for the Tridents. So they've rung their changes. Violet Perry and the number 8. And now the shot needs to come. The shot does need to come.
Oh,
the little lob, well done, brilliant. We talked about Bella Broadmoor, and she read that just beautifully. That's not an easy thing to do when you're under so much pressure, just to be able to slow it down in your head and make that decision and then to execute it. So good tactical change from Angie Winstanley.
And she did a really nice job of getting Alice Steele up on her legs and then waiting for her to come down to push it into the back corner.
So it'll be 14-10, I think, is the score. This is where the Tridents just defensively need to just step up your sense of North Harbour's score here. That's probably game, set and match, but once again, Sam Bright just coming off the line, shutting all angles down now, looks to go for the counter-attack. So some real urgency coming from the Atlantis City Tridents. I don't think they'll muck around here. They'll just look to pull the trigger, and they do look to pull it. Find McDowell. McDowell looks for the little backhand, doesn't quite work. Good defence from North Harbour.
Yeah. Some nice help there from Sarah Stewart to help Bernadette Doyle out.
Now all they need to do now is really just run the clock down, take their time, and I think for the Tridents it probably needs to be more of a man-on-man defence. And you can just see North Harbour wanting to use the whole pool here. They're just happy to...
It's 3-on-2 if they're quick. And just like that, it's gone.
The shot will come, will it? The shot does come. It manages just to sneak it through the door. A wonderful execution coming from Millie Quinn. Boy, didn't have a lot to work with there. And I think Alice Steele might be just a little bit disappointed that she just didn't get across and shut that little opening down. It is a game of percentages, very small ones.
Oh, good pass.
So score is 14-11, not 14-10. Oh, great effort, great attempt coming from Caitlin Howarth. And so 14-11, 3 goals in it. What can the Tridents do? Can they just somehow pull off the miracle shot? It comes close. But again, Caitlin Howarth just manhandles McDowell in the middle of the pool.
Yeah, an important steal there.
You are watching the final of the New Zealand Water Polo Interclub finals between North Harbour in the white and the Atlantis City Tridents of Auckland City in the blue. Youthful exuberance versus experience is probably the best way of describing it. Great block, Sam Bright, she's been a star. In goal for the Tridents.
Nice and patient.
This is where you've got a man up, man on man D now. Just put pressure on North Harbour. North Harbour, they won't panic. Looking for the long shot.
Emily Nicholson with another exclusion. Now 2-on-1.
But look at Bright. Look how composed she is in goal there. Not panicking. Focused. Oh, good save. Got herself nice and high, but it is all over. And your champions for 2020, your national club champions, 14 goals to 11. It is the North Harbour women's team. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to their coaching staff of Richard Claridge, their manager Julie Ellis. They've dominated this tournament. They came in as favourites. They showed their experience. Commiserations must go to the Atlantis City Tridents, but you just sort of sense the Tridents, the sleeping giant has woken. They are a club for the future. They will gain valuable experience from this. And as they often say, sometimes you have to learn how to lose before you learn how to win, Kirk Goldsworthy.
You do indeed. You do indeed. Very young side, and they fought hard on the back side of the game when they were down by at 1.8 goals. So they did a good job on the back half. They need to sort out the front half and make sure that they get the entire game.
Well, it's a bit of concentration, isn't it? That comes with time, that comes with age. You know, big difference between playing schools, you know, at schoolgirl level, schoolboy level versus stepping up to the senior ranks.
Absolutely. The nerves must have been quite high for the girls at the start of the game.
And the physicality, I'd imagine, from some of the more experienced players on the younger players. That'll be a tactic too, to just intimidate early. And now the two teams all come together in a show of sportsmanship, acknowledge each other. Been a very good final. But really, at the end of the day, just North Harbour, Bernadette Doyle, just how good was she today?
Oh, I thought Bernadette Doyle and Emily Nicholson were both outstanding. Bernadette Doyle started the game and completely dominated. Then opportunities arose at centre forward for North Harbour. They serviced Emily Nicholson very well, and she delivered.
Katie McGinty too played a big part for North Harbour, and they did a great job in terms of shutting Morgan McDowell down. But a lot to be excited about. Georgia Milne had a fabulous game for the Atlanta City Tridents. And Brian Elliott coming on a little bit later and gaining valuable experience as well. So we do hope to have a couple of captains' interviews for you. But don't go away, we do have the men's final to come. Tauranga taking on Marist.
Yeah, that should be an excellent game. Some outstanding athletes.
Okay, well, we will leave it there. I hope you have enjoyed coverage of the New Zealand Water Polo Interclub finals on the women's side. Congratulations to North Harbour, 2020 national champions, running out winners over the Atlanta City Tridents by 14 goals to 11. Up next, it is the men's final. We look forward to having your company here on Sky Next.